minimum two good things about what you're doing right now. And those two good things are supposed to convince someone to come to where you are right now, to what you're doing. Who wants to go first? This one starts with a volunteer. Oh,
Traveling. Go travel anywhere and everywhere. If you can go. Even if it's like to a different city where you are, just go and do it. That's it.
Najma?
I was gonna say the same. Just like to travel to like the Americas from here, it's very simple. To any different city, it's gonna be like Toronto, Quebec, completely different, like complete different culture shock. If you can, just do it. Like for traveling, I highly recommend. Even if you don't go to like Canada or America, even if you go to Europe, there's Ryanair flights. Just travel, man. That's it from me.
Nothing about where you are right now.
Oh, Montreal bagels are so good. Sorry, just had to do that.
Okay.
Montreal bagels, 10 out of 10.
If you like come to Canada, I can't lie, it is just cheesy chips and gravy, but poutine is actually really nice. Like solid 10 out of 10 from me. Comfort food.
I still haven't tried poutine.
Oh my god.
You gotta
I failed.
Like
I
you
failed by
gotta
your word.
smoked beef. Get like with smoked beef and like chicken on top. With
No,
like
let's go for the classic, just cheese and gravy and chips.
no way. That's no. Just the classic is so god.
No, let's just be classic. Yeah, just let's start off small. I think you should try poutine.
Okay, where do you get your poutine from?
It's a truck on campus.
The best poutine, if you ever go to Montreal again, go to La Banquille. Wow.
I'm thinking
That
of going
place
to Montreal
has
again.
the best poutine I have had in life. It's so good.
I can send you a few places.
Please do.
To be fair, Montreal probably has the best poutine. Here in Toronto, I think literally our uni truck is nice. We have food trucks on campus.
You know, low key, Costco poutine's actually pretty good.
It is. It really is. And it's like I swear it's like $5.
Yeah, and you get a lot of it. So if you're ever in Costco.
Oh.
Medina, do you have a good thing?
I very much agree with the traveling, because like you can just see so many other places, and I think when you're on this side of the world, like the world's your oyster. You can kind of go wherever. Another thing would be I've met some of like the best people ever that I would never have been able to get the chance to meet, and I think that's always worth a try, and I think it's very much worth coming to a new country and meeting everyone.
Yeah, mine was the same. I think people, like just the experience itself, like the people here that I've met, like I've met some really cool people, and I feel like I've made some really like good friends as well. So that, and I would say traveling as well, like, but I won't go into it because everyone said why, but like, you know, I think everyone here has been to New York. That's great. And you know,
10 out of 10.
I would very much recommend. Like, I cannot recommend it highly enough.
If you like London, you're gonna like New York.
You're gonna love
I
it.
love.
And when I was there, I didn't even see any rats. Like all of the
No, stop. I've seen no, stop, please. No. They were large. They were
you saw them.
fat, bro.
But
I love
can say wholeheartedly, I did not see any. No rats in my vision.
Times Square running through the little, you know, the things that used to blow up the steam.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's terrifying, because why is there smoke? Like what am I breathing?
There's something going on underground there.
So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are real. That's all I can say. That's literally
No, for real. Tabitha?
No, I think the three things, like the people, I think again, like just South American people are just very open, welcoming, loving, warm. The food I really enjoy. Like some people have their own, like they don't really like it, but I like it a lot. And there's things I think are very just universally, like empanadas, crackers, they're just cool vibes. And then the weather I quite enjoy. It is sunny and it's very hot sometimes. Sometimes it's too hot that you just feel like you're gonna melt and die. But you know, like most people have air conditioning in their room. Just because you just need it, or at least a fan or something. But I love the sun. I think sun makes you feel more happy. So that's been nice.
It's like really good juice. It's orange, peach, and mango. It is like the best juice I think I've tried ever. Pocana does a version. 10 out of 10. Like, I'm thinking of shipping some back home.
Oh,
Like, I will take them with me. I can't not.
I'm bringing back a cinnamon toast crunch. And again,
Yes, I'm bringing back cereal.
else. Oh, please
Person.
complain about something. The coffee in this side of the world makes me sick. It's disgusting. Genuinely the worst thing I've ever had in my life. The milk quality is so bad. I don't understand. Yeah, why is the syrup so sweet? It's all sugar free. It's disgusting. No coffee actually tastes like coffee. Like, for any of you who actually drink coffee every single day, you like it, you've invested in it. I promise you, the way you will suffer, you'll have withdrawal. You'll become a tea person, and tea's not even that nice.
2 things that are not so good about where you are. Like, what would make someone just a bit not hesitant to not come, but just a warning, just a little warning.
The weather.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's snowing. I believe it's snowing right now, Christopher.
What?
I see snow right now.
It's snowing when I was looking at the window before.
I see snow right now. I can even. I'm on this level. But it looks like a bit of hail and snowing, but gorgeous.
Yeah, it's April and it's still snowing here. It's really like this. The weather here is arse. The weather and the food, I can't lie. Sorry, that's my 2 complaints.
In January, I was on my way to class. It was minus 23 degrees. That's not including wind. I checked the weather app. It said, feeling the breeze, it's minus 37. My nose hairs were frozen. They were frozen. I can't like stress this enough. Like, it gets cold. So even now that it's like minus 5 degrees, people are like, oh, it's so warm.
Yeah,
I'm like, no.
0 degrees is warm, guys.
So,
Yeah.
Feels warm. But you know what? The snow isn't that bad. It's just snow in school. Like,
Yeah,
if
if you
you
have to
have
travel.
school, yeah.
And when it turns into ice, now when
Yeah.
Black ice. I've
That's
seen
very
people trip. I've seen people fall, and you can't even laugh because karma will get you. If a peep of a laugh gets out of your mouth, you're falling next.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
The thing that in the Canada agrees on the weather. The weather.
I can't tell what's better or worse, like extreme heat or extreme cold, because we're like
eat, please.
I think it's
40 plus. But it depends on when you like. If you're 40 plus and you just can't escape anywhere. Like when I first came to this part, there wasn't any air conditioning. Like inside, outside, you just can't escape the heat. All you can do is just stand in water, just go and take another shower, or just go and jump in a river or something. Like it's like so hot. But I don't know. Like I think I do prefer heat to cold. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
Listen, I've never had eczema in my life. Yeah, when I first moved in, it started getting cold. I started
heat rash.
Right.
My skin so dry, like unbelievably dry, and I'm never usually dry.
Same.
I even got this thick
How much
cream, and I'm still dry. It's not right.
That's interesting.
No,
I got another few things. I got a few cons. There's 2 things for me. I just want to say it. First of all is like the reliance on cars here. Like, oh, you need a car, and it's just I don't drive, and it's just I wish I knew how to drive, but I can't. And like even though the public transportation downtown is okay, but I live in the suburbs, and like I want to go to the corner shop, I need a car.
It's the same here.
Second thing,
sorry, I'm so sorry.
like it's okay.
I was gonna say like the buses here are terrible because we're in like it's like a village, to be honest. Yeah. And the buses come like every 30 minutes, every half an hour. They have this express bus that is always delayed. Like, no fail, it's always delayed.
My second thing, I think everyone can agree on this. The tax and tipping culture. We're just not used to it. We are not used to it.
Yeah.
The tipping culture in Montreal, in Quebec and Toronto are different. Because when I went to Quebec, they'll say something if you don't tip. Like they'll actually be like, why? What was wrong with the service? In Toronto, they expect you to tip, but if you don't, you might just get some side eye and move on.
Yeah.
In Quebec, the 2 times I didn't tip because then I was too scared not to. They said something, so I think the tipping culture is crazy.
I'm a sweet tooth, so I am very much used to sweet popcorn, right? And they don't have that here.
Butter.
They have
Yeah.
a lot of popcorn. They even have like ketchup sauce that they add to it, and like pickle sauce, and like
I've
all
seen
this
that.
stuff.
Is it
And
nice?
they even have ketchup crisps.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
those
yeah.
are good
Wait,
though,
I
they're
like them.
good though.
Stop. I like ketchup
I
crisps.
like them.
Let's
They
stop
ain't
that.
for
I
me.
really like them.
Yeah, I'm
They
not a fan.
ain't for me.
No, they're nice. Like people who like salt and vinegar, you will like that. You get a little tang in your mouth afterwards.
I'm bringing it home.
But there is a lack of sweet popcorn in this side of the world. They just
Mhm.
don't. If you're doing popcorn, it's salted automatic. I don't know.
They just slam on butter.
We have a butter machine
And they
that
keep on pressing this. They have the sachets, pour that in. I'm like, guys, nah, that's not for me.
I think the animals and the bugs. I think I've had cockroaches, we've had
Oh.
lizards, we've had like random bird. I don't know what that bird was. There's monkeys in the plaza. Like I was quite interesting. They're cool. They don't do much. Obviously, the cows. I live with chickens. They're really loud, and they will crocodile do. Like they will. For the first like few weeks, I couldn't sleep very well here. Like specifically because there's just so many animal noises. But then I started just like using the fan as like a ambient noise. But yeah, I think the bugs and mosquitoes, of course, mosquitoes. But yeah. And just in this town, there's a lot of stray dogs as well. Like, a lot of dogs. Like I don't know where they just a lot of dogs, and they will bite you. So you just have to, yeah. So I think animals and bugs. That was my other thing. It's not for the faint-hearted. Yeah.
Have you been bitten or have you seen anyone?
No, like someone got bitten the other day. I had to go to hospital and whatever. But it's like the dogs are just a bit more mental. They're just like, they'll just, and because there's no such thing as a leash. There's no such thing as a collar. These dogs don't get jabs. Like it's very like, it's just there's a dog. So yeah.
Okay, what would you say to someone who is scared of graduating later than their friends?
Oh, who cares, man? Please.
Well, I feel like, you know what, yeah, you do uni at your own pace. Like you're at the end of the day, you're at your uni for you. And if you're friends, you all have different paths, even if you're friends, you know, you all go in different directions.
All your friends have different lives. Like, don't expect to follow your friend to a whole life. Like, it's okay. You're really meant to be friends, even if you graduate at different times. You guys are still going to be friends. Don't be scared. Like, I want to go back to uni and not know anyone in that year group, and I'm gonna firm it. And I don't really care. It's fine. Like, you don't let your friends stop you from doing what you want to do, or don't be scared of not graduating with your friends to stop you from doing a year abroad. Like, even though we try and limit our shit here, it was worth it. It was a nice experience.
I think it's different from my course because I'm doing an integrated master's. So anyone who's like in chem doing a master's is going to be there on the 4th year. So people who are on placement now will be there in 4th year. But I would say like everyone's journey is very different, especially in uni. So like you just choose whatever experience you want for yourself and you'll be fine.
I agree. There's so many people doing, like, even if you're going to come back and there's no one there, there's so many more people doing like 4 years than you think. I always think to myself, think about the medicine students. They see about 2 to 3 year like degree classes go before them. So I'm like, it's actually never, the architects, they're there for time. Like the people that are out here, like, do you know what I mean? Like, just how everyone said, like, time is nothing. Like, people are there. Some people are there for ages. Some people are meant to be there for 3 years. You might be there for 4. So many people are doing placement years, year abroad for something, or they're doing a master's. Pharmacy with a master's is 4 years automatically anyway. Like people that are doing languages, their degree was always going to be 4 years more time. So it's like having I feel like it's even for the people that I've surrounded myself with, I know less people that are doing 3-year courses than more. So I feel like it's actually more common than you think. Like you'll go back and you'll actually find a couple of people who probably on the same thing as you. Age is a myth in uni as well. People go into uni at all ages, so you don't even need to think about that. That's why I say.
And I think this is for our uni, Christopher, but I think they do like a exchange connect, like for people who have come back from their year abroad. I think they do like an event or a few for the people who are there.
Sweet. I didn't
So
know
you'll
that.
find people.
Also, do you really want to go into work that quickly? It's also a strategic point, you know.
And
It's a
enjoy
good
your
time to
youth.
figure out what you want to do.
However, what would you say?
Yeah, no, similarly, and I think it gives you the chance to come back and do that final year as your final year. Like for me, it's like instead of it just being like this continuous process and then with the same people and you don't necessarily have that separation. Now it's like, okay, Tab, you're going back. You're actually going to be a serious student for 1 year of your life because I wasn't serious for the first 2 years. And it's like now I've had like this refresh or a reset. And I'll be able to go back in like with a clear head and just, okay, put your head down, find year, get it done.
Yeah. What would you guys say to someone who's thinking about money as a barrier? There, you're abroad, natural.
But listen, yeah, if you know you like to spend money, let's all last year. If you know, like, especially if you're going to like Canada or America, it is expensive. That estimate they give you on the uni spreadsheet before you come in is a lie. It's a scam. The lie it's gonna be more expensive, especially if you want to travel. Like, don't think that student loan here and bursaries will cover it. No, go get a job. Don't be a bum because when you can't travel and you're out here begging your family because you want to go on holiday or you want to pay rent, like you need like regardless of what uni says, like student finance is not covering this. You need to like get a job. I'm being so for real.
I just want to second that. I think to even put it into context, like if you know you hit the maximum SFE just in general when you're studying at home, obviously when you go to the Americas, it does increase. And plus the bursaries that you probably get from the uni. From my own experience, I think if I wasn't trying to travel, this would probably be fine. But if you're trying to like travel and go on holidays, I would recommend that summer before you leave, get that job. Yeah, it's time to save. Go to hospitality. Go to hospitality, get that job. You can leave the end of summer with $2,000 in your pocket if you go to hospitality minimum 3 times a week, genuinely. Or I obviously done an internship before I left, and that obviously they pay some good money there as well. So whatever you can do, just have it. But then also don't let it be like the biggest barrier as well. Like depending on your uni, I think with Manchester, they are very helpful, I think, especially if you're from like a low income background. They do like to pour money into you, but
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think you should just know your means. Like you're in charge of your finances and you should know what you can and can't afford. So in terms of like going on expensive holidays, just make sure you budget everything correctly and like it should be able to work out. So like you said, Christopher, I did an internship too before I left and like that put some money in my pocket. And like there's other ways, like you can get a part-time job even when you're here. Like there's still ways to get around. So
yeah, I agree pretty much everything. I do think it's very important to like really restate, don't let your finances become an obstacle to it, because I found my school and like even SFE, and there's quite a lot of like awards and grant opportunities at my uni at least, and I'm sure it's the same. From what I've gathered, I don't think any of us are from particularly like wealthier parts of the UK, but like the fact that we're able to kind of be here and live and study in a different place should just show that it shouldn't be a barrier. Also kind of go in mind with what you want from study abroad, I think helps with the budgeting. So if you're going there strictly just to study, you're going to be fine. I think you'll be fine. You should be fine. But if you're going in with the mindset, so I came in with the mindset of, I want to travel my study abroad. So I've been saving up since like my very first year, since like sixth form, knowing that this money is going to go to my travel. So I think once you know why you're going and you can set yourself a budget and just be smart about it. Like, you don't need to buy a new outfit every holiday. You have to make some sacrifices. If it means that you're not going to get those luxury shoes that you want, those luxury shoes can buy you, a week's worth of groceries, could pay for a big part of your rent. Like, you're just going to have to give up some things, because if that's what you really want to do, you're not going to let it become an obstacle to you as much as you can.
Also, there is a cost of living crisis right now, so take that very much into account, because prices are skyrocketing for every little thing. So just make sure you save up, know how to spend, I think.
Guys, I saw a box of eggs for like $10.
Don't.
Yeah, man, eggs and milk here are no joke,
You just get the eggs from the chickens. The lady who has some cows across the road, she sometimes gives us some milk. We just have to boil it first so it hasn't got any bacteria.
Benefits of being in a rural place.
No, this is like, it's so interesting how we're all in the Americas, but like the northern and southern hemisphere are just totally different. Like, they're just like, I have been eating like a mango every day because I just pick a mango from the tree, or it's like, I don't know, like
Mangoes are expensive here.
Mangoes are expensive, exactly. Like, I was thinking about, like, wow, like this mango would have cost me how much in the UK? I'm just like, no. I think that was an interesting one. I think, okay, if depending on if you have the opportunity to go to like different places, like, don't know who this video will end up reaching, do you get what I mean? But I definitely preferred coming here than like a Spain, or like, not necessarily because Spain's cool, but also it's still quite touristy, it's still quite close to the UK and stuff like that, so you don't necessarily get the full, like, I don't know, different experience. But yeah, I think I'm one of those ones who the year would end up being an economic saving as opposed to an expense, because it's just a whole different life. And it's not to say that, like, if you wanted to have luxury here costs less anyway. But then I also don't have luxury, I'm gonna tell you that one. So then that's just even less and less. So it's like I pay like £100 a month for like my rent, like, kind of thing. Yeah, and it ends up quite saving quite a bit, I think. So yeah, depending on if you're in the Americas and you're in the southern hemisphere, just kind of enjoy that if you can, having like things at your disposal and being able to kind of put money away. Actually, that will kind of set you up for fourth year, depending on what expenses there are there, and beyond almost. But that said, even if you're going to more expensive places, I don't know if you guys have cheering funding. I don't know.
Yep.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Heavy shout out to them.
Yeah, so I definitely received that cheering funding, and that was nice as well. And yeah.
It came like a blessing.
The last question will be, what is the first thing you're going to do when you get back home?
Can I go first? So obviously, I really like food. I really miss like nice tasting bread, fruit. Listen, obviously I was working babe since first year. Me and M&S had a special relationship. I would go there and buy my snacks. First thing I'm doing, I don't care. I'm instantly my mum will either come with me or staying at home. I'm going to M&S. M&S food, and I'm gonna buy my favorite snacks. When I go home, I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna eat my favorite snacks. Yeah, man, and I'll probably see my family and friends over the next few days. That's my plan, to eat nice food.
I got mine. Other than like, yeah, seeing friends and family and that, my chicken and chip shop.
What?
Going around the corner and getting I don't know how much it is right now because I just know Bossman's going through the cost of living crisis. I understand it probably won't be the same price as it was when I left, but it'll definitely be more affordable than getting 4 wings and chips here. So I'm gonna get 4 wings and chips I'm gonna get 3 wings and chips with a chicken wrap, yeah, and a Miranda on the side. And then the next day after, I'm gonna go to my local kebab shop and I'm gonna get doner and chips as well as seeing my friends and family. They can come with me, they can leave me alone, I don't care. But that's what I'm gonna do.
I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get back home. All I know is I'm coming back just before my birthday. I might either fly out
Wow.
or just sleep.
Going global.
Because being here has made me appreciate traveling so much more. My friend who's at UM now, she came from Canada and she's in another country every weekend. And I was like, why wasn't I doing this when I had the chance? Either be in a food coma and have my mum's jollof, because
This is what I was going to say.
pounded yam. I've missed it so much. It puts you to sleep too, so I might be in a food coma.
I eat some jollof, some fried rice, some meat pie. Yeah, all of the above and beyond. Just eat that nicely. And it'd be nice again to go be back at my home church, because we actually have a retreat that exact weekend that I'm coming back. So I'm literally just gonna go home and then go on a church retreat.
Oh, I can't wait to like give out the souvenirs that I've like collected.
Yeah.
That's really fun. It's like because everyone's got something for their family and friends, so it's like you got an excuse to see your family and friends. But like,
oh, you didn't get anything?
bring them home a chicken.
Like, I'm gonna have to decide what to bring back.
Okay, those are all my questions, guys. Thank you so much.